Better overstocked than under. Good eye. Once had a new angler ask me the best time to fish. Easy answer, I said. It's right now.
Sorry, grandfather. My grandfather's cairn. He wanted it out in the field. Open to the sky. He loved this land. Wish his helm had been recovered. Feels incomplete. It's a custom to place the arms and armor on a fallen warrior's cairn. Grandfather fell nearby. Managed to retrieve his body, but saw an ogre with his helm. Want to go back for it, but it's a big ogre. In Morkul descent, not too far. Saw it on the big one with the most dung smeared on him. Might be the chief. Grandfather used to stamp his name on his armor. Should say Kurog inside.
Work isn't gonna do
Fool
itself.
girl! She'll get herself killed. Children. Never have them. The king insisted on a Morkul daughter for his forge wife. But then he decided to pass over my eldest. Now Ashika wants to prove him a fool for marrying her little sister. Malekith alone knows why Ashika ran off. Wounded pride sent her to Morkul descent, no doubt. Idiot. the girl will end up as ogre dun or a spider hatchery. Running off to Morkul descent is why Ashika's still unwed. Finding glory in old relics instead of at the king's side? He'd have chosen her if she wasn't so headstrong. Ugh. Go on, ask. Old clan legend says it's full of relics. Every few years, a new crop of idiots runs off there to get killed. You want to know what's in there? Ogres, and spiders the size of ogres. I can tell you how long it takes steel to melt. You want old stories? Go ask a poet. Ashika thinks she's steel in a world full of iron. For all the king blusters, she'd challenge him at every turn. Her little sister is content to just run a forge. Easy choice. Also, I punched his mother. Now, it was years ago. Alga said the breastplate I made her son was adequate. Question my skill with a word from a daggerfall parlor. Pah! Didn't help that Ashika's first dagger had Alga's tooth forged into the hilt. Worth it, though.
I know you. You're one of those outsiders that Kurog brought to our land. I heard you've done some amazing feats, but I'd rather you didn't linger in my stronghold. Sorry, but I have problems of my own right now. As long as my forge wife is miserable, I can't deal with anything else. I wonder, does King Kurog have a solution for volatile family disputes? I'd definitely listen to him speak on that topic. If you're brave enough, talk to Lasgal and do whatever she asks. If you can finally get her to stop yelling at me, I'll go and listen to whatever Kurog wants to say.
Does nobody understand truth? You would think the great artisans of Morkul might appreciate a fellow artist. You would be wrong. I'm studying an eminently misunderstood collection of artists native to Hrothgar. But how am I to complete my provocative companion artwork without the appropriate materials? What? No. The ogres. Their visual arrangement, indiscernible textures, the smells. Oh, the smells. Ogres have long realized art should stimulate every sense. I don't suppose you'd care to help me acquire the necessarily redolent materials? There's an ogre den in a nearby cave called Morkul Descent. Grab anything ogre created which has a natural look, feel, or smell. Bring it all to the House of Awesome Glories, and I'll assemble my artwork. I'm not clear, to be honest. It can't be that hard. Sticks and twine, maybe a few bones or horns here and there, smashed together with a particularly odoriferous glop. Nothing I can't manage. Have you met Preparator Nagaza at the House of Awesome Glories? I overheard her mention ogre artwork was something they'd consider displaying. And if I make the artwork with genuine ogre materials, we both win.
Can't even hear myself think here.
Trade with Khajiit?
No, thief. This one.
Rigert would like to speak word. Most excellent to be seeing you again, my bestest friend. It is I, Rigert the Brash, but you can call me Ambassador now. The Ebonheart Pact sent me to extend a branch of peace to glorious, brave, and beautiful Orcish peoples. Oh, friend, you see to the depths of Rigert's heart, riddled as it is to overflowing with Freyla's pointy arrows of affection. If only Rigert knew how to express such feelings to the lovely Ambassador Lasdutha. Really? You would help? You are too kind. The Ambassador's aide, Rulfala, said I need to collect delicious Orcish delicacies, but I can't leave the clan hold. If you could find these things, I can prepare a romantic meal and win Lasdutha's love. Trade these Nord delicacies for the finest ale and cheese in Hrothgar.
Rigert and his Jade Princess will feast until we are too full to escape our love. And find out what poems or perfumes are used in orc wooing rituals. Rigert might need the help. Oh, Rigert has no idea. All these orc customs are strange and confusing to my Nordic nature. Maybe the ambassador's aide, Rufala, can help. After all, she was the one who explained all about orc courting rituals to me. She's very knowledgeable. Because this is where Ambassador Lazdutha meets with all the important foreign dignitaries. Something to do with her chambers in Orsinium still being under construction. Besides, this is where Rigert's boat is docked, which makes it very convenient. Ambassador Lazdutha? She is the apple in my tart and the rabbit in my meatball. She captured the Rigert's heart the moment I stepped into her presence. With your help, Lazdutha will be as smitten with me as I am with her.
Ah, the handsome Rigert has chosen you to be his champion. I approve. What a rare and prestigious honor, to be selected to participate in the sacred rites of orc love. So tell me, what would you like to know? Of course, any friend of Rigert's is a friend of mine. The ambassador has been very curious about seductive orcish delicacies, which is the best way to win an orc's heart. But I must warn you, some of these items will be difficult to acquire. No orc woman can resist the cheese of the mighty Achater. Its milk can peel the paint from a wall, but its cheese tastes like sunshine on a cloudy day. It's perfect for a romantic meal. A cheesemonger to the north makes the best. It's my favorite. Of course, any friend of Rigert's is orcs love ale. Any kind of ale. But the ale that's most likely to put an orc maiden in a romantic mood is made by a reclusive brewer in southern Hrothgar. I love the stuff. Perhaps Lumgro Busby will trade his ale for the rare mead Rigert gave you. Rigert told me it's the last bottle of Volyar's buzzed mead in all of Hrothgar. The fastest way to a Nord maiden's heart, according to the ambassador. Rigert said you're sure to get lucky if there's a live bee inside when your intended opens it. Of course, any friend of Rigert's is a friend of mine. Some orcs have a fondness for foreign culture. We don't have any love poems, but I enjoy the sonnets of the Redguard poet Borisad. He's visiting Hrothgar now. And I noticed that Rigert thinks Huntwife Yatsog smells good. See what perfume she uses.
Useful. Hold on to that. Stay ready. You asked for it. You know what that's good for? Ah, you'll figure it out. You good? Of course you are.
Who are you? It doesn't matter, the Hand of Morkul is mine. Once I find it, which is harder than I thought. That's why you're here, isn't it? What? Why? My what? Does she even listen to me? She never listens. Honor of the clan, I say. You'll find someone soon, she says. All right. She sent you here to help? Good. Help me find Morkuldin. The long-lost home of Morkul clan. The old poems say it was buried in ice and stone-marked thrice. See the statues? Morkul's stonework and very old. Morkuldin has to be nearby, but well, maybe you can find the way in. The old poems of Morkuldin's founding mention a heroic trio who rebuffed Winter's grasp and found haven beneath. Maybe they saved the clan from a tunnel collapse. Oh, there's some writing at the base of the statues. Couldn't make sense of it. Buried in ice and stone-marked thrice. The statues must reveal the way inside. I think there's an order to lighting the braziers, but I can't get it to work. statues must lead the way to Morkuldin. Our clan's ancestral forge hammer, the beating heart beneath the ice. I'll see the king rebuild Orsinium with a Morkul relic. Wouldn't mind showing my sister her place, either. My little sister married the king. She's his royal forge wife, and it's gone to her head. I'm hoping I can pound it down to size with our clan's long-lost forge hammer. Not literally, although... No, never mind. Orc kings die young. Who knows how much longer this one will last. But if the king is going to rebuild Orsinium, I want every clan in Hrothgar to bow to Morkul's skill. I don't think that's too much to ask. Why? I can do far more for my clan than join a scabbard collection. And now, any chief who seeks the royal forge wife's eldest sister might as well draw steel on the king in his own bar. Far as I'm concerned, Kurog did me a favor. That's it! The Hand of Morkul. It's in some sort of... What is that, a display? It's nestled in there tight. Of course we can't just take it. The Hand of Morkul is held in something called the... I think it said Heart Forge? Also, endless breath and untold rage lets purest heart release the hand. Poets. We need to rekindle the forge. Endless breath has to mean bellows, and untold rage is... a furnace? Strange way to say it. I'm missing something. Can you look around for a bellows and some kind of blast furnace? Morkul clan prefers simple solutions that last. Look for switches or some kind of mechanism. We'll see what happens when you set things in motion. Oh, and stay alert. My ancestors wouldn't leave this place completely unguarded.
Need something? You weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither.
You did it! Now for purest heart. The old clan word for heart also means blood. Purest blood. Morkul blood? My father is Morkul's chief. My blood must work. Just a quick slash of the knife. Look, it's opening. Like a hand. Opening. Oh no. The hand of Morkul isn't our forge hammer. It's the cage around it. And if my clan's old word for heart also means blood, then this wasn't our heart forge. It was our... My mother says we're the best smiths in Hrothgar because we put heart into steel. Whose heart? Whose blood? Morkul clan hasn't had enemies since the days of Morkuldin. Did we feed our rivals to that thing? You're right. The old poems aren't about honor we lost when we left Morkuldin. It's honor gained for burying our greatest shame beneath a mountain of ice. And a warning to stay away from the hand of Morkul, which... well, we couldn't have known. Not without blood magic. But I can't just leave it here. It's our heritage. I'll bring it back to the stronghold, but what then? What do I tell my clan? You're right. You forge a better blade by studying your past mistakes. I can't keep this from my clan. Perhaps there's a better way to use this place. An honorable way. Morkuldin doesn't require the blood of our enemies. That's just how it was misused. Maybe the blood of frostbite spiders is enough. Blood, ichor, whatever. I heard a rumbling when you rekindled the forge. Maybe another way out. Anything to avoid those ogres. This is close to Orsinium. Useful if we ever need to return to the Heart Forge. Meet me at Morkul's stronghold?
You asked for it.
Good to get stocked up. Been on the lookout for that.
Have you come for my cheese? That seems to be the only thing anyone ever wants to talk to me about these days. That old hearthwife's tale again. Yes, Wooly here gives the best milk in 7 strongholds. And yes, Wooly's milk makes the most delicious and smooth and creamy cheese in all of Hrothgar. But its amorous attributes have been greatly exaggerated. Well, I didn't say that. The quality of Wooly's milk, combined with my secret processes, does add a tinge of arousal with every bite you take. But cheese, even my cheese, won't make an orc fall in love with you. It's not magica, you know. Curdled mammoth cheese? That's a Nord delicacy. I mean, I suppose that would be a fair trade. Just remember that Wooly's cheese can be rather potent. A little goes a long way when it comes to romancing an affectionate orc.
Ready. You could craft something nice with that. Building up a staff. Good thinking.
You make more noise than a mountain bear in heat. I heard you coming from an arrow's flight away, and I smelled you from 2. Is there something I can do for you? Perfume? Orcs don't wear perfume. Only Bretons and fancy elves enjoy that flowery stink. Why in the world would you think I wear perfume? Rigert? The Nord ambassador? He seemed friendly enough. We met while I was visiting with my clan chief. What's this really all about? Tell me and maybe I can help. That sly dog. I knew he liked Lazditha. But the only perfume an orc woman loves is the smell of battle and the scent of our enemy's blood. An orc chief often fights a powerful foe before wooing a wife. My chief reeked when he asked for my hand. As a matter of fact, I've been tracking the Great Bear Norgim for days. It's smart and strong, definitely worthy of Lazditha. Norgim hunts in the nearby streams. Get some of that stink on Rigert, and Lazditha will melt with desire. I guarantee it.
Better overstocked than under. Always worth stocking up.
Before all this Orsinium nonsense, people used to respect the privacy of the noble recluse. Congratulations, you found me. What are you? Another lovelorn cub trying to win the affection of an orc who's too good for you? Away with you! My ale takes months to brew, and I won't part with what I have left so you can have an evening of passion. What's so... Listen here, outsider. I use only the finest ingredients and freshest spring water to brew my ale. Not to mention the 7 secret spices and the 100-year-old yeast I inherited from my mother. It packs a kick and does the trick. Orcs aren't worth their weight in Horker stew without a romantic urge and a healthy taste for good ale. But yes, my special brew has been known to accentuate the urge, especially in women. That's why I stay out here and keep my batches small. Rare Nord. Is this? It is. I've heard of Volyard's buzzed mead, but I've never had the opportunity to try it. All right, fine, let's trade. I wonder if they really put a bee in the bottle. Volyard's buzzed mead! Listen, it actually buzzes! I can't wait to take a swig. What in the name of Malakath's left tusk? Why are there so many bees? Ah! Ah!
I could see us resting here. Just for a moment, though. Useful. Hold on to that.
This land inspires me. I already have enough ideas to fill an entire book of poetry. This land inspires. Famous? Perhaps. Some people like my poems, and that is enough for me. But you want an orc poem. What particular topic intrigues you? War? Blood? Revenge? I know a decidedly graphic verse advocating the benefits of evisceration. A love book for an orc? Are we talking about the same orcs? The violent, bad-tempered, warlike people? Those orcs? I'm not certain they write about love. Certainly not like the Bretons or Nords. Perhaps I could interest you in a Redguard love sonnet. Let me think. Oh, of course. Have you heard the poem about the warrior and the axe she loves? Ode to a battle axe, I believe it is called. I suppose I could change a word or two, and it might suffice for your purposes. Indubitably. I'll just change my axes to my lady loves, and fills me with a lust for blood becomes fills me with a lust for you. Not up to my usual standards, but I think you'll agree that it has a certain charm.
You could brew something nice with that. Good to get stocked up.
You're back! Find my grandfather's helm? So you returned the helm and slew the creature that took his life. Huh. You did Kurog a great honor. Here, he'd want you to have this. Walk in Malakath's shadow. Here, grandfather.
Someone signaled the guards.
That's it.
You cut the forest and the forest cuts back. Bet those witches had something to do with all these nature problems.
My friend, welcome back. But tell me, were you able to acquire the ingredients for my evening of orcish romance? That is most excellent news. Rigard's heart dances like the patrons in the fire pit of the Flaming Niche. How did everyone like my Nordic gifts? Were they excited beyond all thought and reason? Really? That indicates that everything will turn out well. It must have been a queen bee they put into the mead. But Ambassador Lazduthar will be here any moment. She said she had documents for me to sign. Quick, give Rigard the items of love. Woolly crab cheese, special ale, and orcish love poem. Even a stinky orc perfume. My gratitude and wonderment know no bounds. And here comes Lazdutha, my sweet emerald coquette. Hurry, my good friend. You must hide.
Ambassador Rigert, I have those documents. Is this a good time?
My sweet Lazdutha. Rigert has gifts for you, ripe with orcish affection.
Ambassador Rigert, this is highly inappropriate. Wait, is that a charter cheese I smell?
My sweet, my blade, my lady love. Your pommel fits my hand like an armored glove. I promise to never let our attraction dull, even when we've crushed his skull.
Ambassador Rigert, I can't abide such behavior.
But, my jade goddess, I don't understand.
Oh, Rigert, pay no attention to Lazdutha. You've won my heart with your gifts of affection.
Ulfala? This is most confusing. Rigert had no idea you had such feelings.
How could I not? After all, you completed the ancient marriage proposal. We're engaged now.
Rigert never expected... Wait, what?
Here. Stand by my side as I address the clan.
Is that your ally, Ashaka? Quiet! Ashaka speaks on a matter concerning the clan.
Morkul clan, our search is over. Today, we are whole once more. No longer shall we live in our ancestors' shadow. There is power in our blood, and at last we reclaim it. Behold, the hand of Morkul! And beneath the mountains, the great forge of Morkuldin is rekindled! It is a new era for Morkul. A new era for orcs.
Prepare yourselves, my clan. Soon we march to Orsinium. We shall build it anew.
The news of the Blood Forge brings strife, but I will not allow us to look away. It is not in our nature. Now, I name you Bloodkin to Morkul clan. Last thing I'll do before heading to Orsinium. The king needs a clan who can work its great forge. And it will keep our clan away from Morkuldin until I find a better way to use the Blood Forge.
Kurog's outsider. I'm not sure what you did exactly, but you somehow restored peace to my family, and thereby helped my clan. You have my thanks. Sure, why not? I'll go to this moot and listen to what Kurog has to say. It's the least I can do after you helped us with our family problem. Perhaps I'll see you in Orsinium, outsider.
This work never ends.